Do you suffer from seasonal depression and you're sick and tired of it? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to share with you 3 ways that can help you ease that depression so you can get back moving to how you want to. Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Johannesburg, showing you how great of a place it is here. And most importantly, you've been seeing me talk to you about success, what it is, and how to get it in the 3 areas of life that I focus on, which are happiness, health, and wealth. And if you're new to the channel, the definition of success by Earl Nightingale is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And let's just be honest, man, like having like less days of depression, suffering from it less and less is a very worthy ideal. I know even to me today, it's a worthy idea for me. And so just as the title, as the title, when you hear me say the intro, you know, do you suffer from seasonal depression? Are you aware of it if you suffer from seasonal depression first? And the truth is, most of us do have seasonal depression. It's just a normal thing intertwined in our human lives. And sometimes these things can really mess up our goals and plans and really set us back a lot. And this is one of the things that's stopping most of us from being successful. And like, so I just wanted to share with you because I'm entering into my moment of seasonal depression right now. Most people don't know that. And so I want you to see like, how I'm able to do this. And I want to explain to you and talk to you why I'm actually, approaching into it and talk to you why I'm in it and talk to you when I get on the other side of it. Because I want people to start seeing like what they show us in the movies is not what getting better looks like. Like getting better is just, make gradually focusing on small things to be happy, exerting your energy in very specific areas. And so I really want to, while I have this opportunity right now where this my seasonal depression moments is time frame is coming up, that I can actually share it with you and talk to you through it while I'm going through it. Because even I forget sometimes, like, now that it's just me and Cece's not here, like, I do all of these therapeutic things on my own. So it's like almost written in as what it is habitual now. So I have things that are just written into my programming that I do in place when I start getting around these moments. And so the first thing you want to actually start doing if you're someone that suffers from seasonal depression is you want to start detoxing. And this may sound weird to you, but letting go some of those excess chemicals that's inside our body help release some of those negative emotions around certain situations. And so that what makes the depression become a little bit easier, especially in my case. And so like if you been following me on TikTok, I just did today was my day 2 of my ozone therapy sessions. I'm doing 5 of them. And to get maximum results, I'm doing it 5 days in a row. And it was interesting after the first day. Well, I'm sorry, today is technically day 1 because she's giving me the first session free so I can do the 5 days in a row. So the first session I did was on Saturday. Saturday when I did it, it felt great. It helped relieve the pain in my hands from it being so much colder here. So like my body was feeling great. And then came yesterday, I started I was doing a meditation and then I could see myself in a depressed state. And I was like, why would, meditation, I get these type of downloads because it's not a normal thing for me to get something negative. It's usually like, hey, what's a topic to talk about? What's a business idea? What's some things to do? Stuff like that. And so when I went deeper into the, seeing going through what I had saw in the meditation, it dawned on me like my birthday's coming up. And so what most people don't know is my birthday is one of my seasonal depressional things each year. It's because it's a reminder for me for everyone that I really love and care about that they're no longer here with me. So like the 27th is my middle brother Jerome's birthday. The 28th is my grandmother's birthday. The 28th is also my cousin Victor's birthday. Then the 2nd is my mother-in-law's birthday. Then the 2nd is also ex-friend of mine, his birthday. Then on the 12th is Cece's birthday. And so for me, it's like I never really celebrated. That's one of the reasons why I never celebrate my birthday. People don't know that because it's just always a reminder. And so then when I started going deeper into it and I started, okay, let me meditate on this some more. And then that's when the meditation gave me the idea of this is an opportunity for you to talk and you can actually show people how you use acceptance commitment therapy in your everyday life. And, this is why this is coming up. And so I was like, okay, I understand how it's happening for me and not happening to me. And so that's one of the beautiful things about detoxing, though. And you may be like, Jason, but it helped you bring up something negative like this. But like, look at where I'm at. Look how I'm approaching it. Like, it actually became aware. It made it become aware to me before I just one day I just click in and I just started getting a little depressed. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to talk to anybody. And so like, because it's giving me time to prepare for it, to make sure that I'm doing everything that I need to be doing mentally, spiritually, and all of that, and even physically, like it helped put me into the right place. And like, that's one of the beautiful things about detox. You'll be shocked what it can do for you mentally, spiritually. Like, it's not just physical stuff that you get from detoxing. You get mental and spiritual stuff from it too. And so I definitely recommend detoxing if you suffer from seasonal depression, and use whatever form of detox you want. If you want to know some of the forms that I use, just shoot me a message, and then I'll put together a little PDF or something. That way you can know which ones. Then the second thing, if you're suffering from seasonal depression, that you want to do is start getting nutrition, like go very high in nutrition. And the thing you want to focus on is fiber. So if you ever follow Dr. Neil Bernard, he's an American cardiologist, cardiologist, heart doctor. And he's a plant-based doctor, has been doing plant-based research for many years now. And I actually follow a lot of his stuff. I actually do it for my regular everyday eating lifestyle. And it's one of the things that helped me also get to where I am today, listening to his advice. And so definitely follow him if you're not. But like he found in one of his researches that, eating a certain amount of fiber or eating more than what people normally eat, he started seeing that people's depression was a lot less. So people who were like maybe let's say if they had like 12 days out of the month of, they're severely depressed, can't really do nothing, they may have had 5 to 7 days. And so they saw like that was a correlation with as much more fiber they was eating. And if I remember correctly, right offhand, I believe it was about, I want to say maybe 35 to 40 grams of fiber a day. That's what they were actually focused on, getting the fiber in. And so don't quote me on that. That's just roughly what I remember. I would have to go through some old notes or something, but you can follow him on YouTube. He puts all his information out there for free. And so definitely do that. And then the third thing that you want to do if you suffer from seasonal depression is set an exercise goal, and make it something simple. If it's just doing 5 or 10 push-ups every day, if it's going to, let me just walk around the block once every day, but do that because that exercise goal is going to help you. One of the things that like a lot of people don't talk about with depression is not the moments when you go inside. It's those moments when you just stop moving. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever been, let me know if you were like me. Like, there was times where I was depressed, I could just sit somewhere, and then like that chair or that couch is like, it became like a protector or like a piece of armor, it felt like almost. And so I was like, okay, let me just sit here for a little bit until I feel safe. And then, that feeling safe took like maybe a couple of hours, or, you know what I mean? Like, that sitting still is more detrimental than the not wanting to be around people and things like that. Like, if you just move, like even if it's pacing back and forth in the house, or if you're doing just a couple of push-ups, just moving, it's gonna make a world of difference when it comes to the depression. Trust me, like I'm telling you from firsthand experience with this. Like, it used to be when we were in Central America and Panama, like I would just pace back and forth. Like, I would just pace. And then all of a sudden, pacing for a couple of days, and I started seeing like my depression was getting better. Like, I was all of a sudden that pacing back and forth, it was like, now let me just go outside. Then if my depression started acting up again, like I would just go a different way, go a different route. And so like for me, and I'm just telling you from my experience of someone who used to just be stuck in the bed, stuck on the couch, couldn't really do nothing or functional when my depression was really bad. just that movement, just getting up, moving, and just it was something about it just kept me. It kept my mind focused on what I want to be instead of the fear that was going through my head. Like all of those thoughts and all of those the voices that I was hearing in my head that was, telling me the insecurities, the things I was afraid of. Like those started becoming less and less and less, and then the things that I really wanted, those voices started becoming bigger in my head. Like if you suffer from severe depression, you may understand where I'm coming from. Um, if you're from like a military vet, you probably truly understand where I come from. Like there was just so much clutter in my head at some of those really, really bad moments. And I'm telling you, like when I started just moving, like it just helped me so much. And then because I was doing it on top of detoxing, and then and also I was doing hyper nutrition also. Like I was just hitting it with a trifecta to where that's why I think that I was able to, I don't want to say bounce back, but like where I feel like I'm able to be the person that I am now. Like it's hard for some people to believe that, like, yo, this dude used to have severe depression, stuck in the house. Like it's even hard for people to believe that I'm an introvert. And like I always tell people, I'm like, yo, I'm a severe introvert, man. Like I don't do much social interaction. I spend most of my time in my home. I plan my times to go out. Like I'm very, very. I'm the loner type. Like I got my books and I got a Nintendo Switch. I'm good. Like I tell people, like I don't need a lot in life. Like I don't need a lot of that social interaction. But like because I was doing those trifectas, that's how I'm able to show up as the person I am today. Like this isn't, it's not a miracle. Like a lot of times, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a miracle. Oh, bless this. It's like, I put in the work, man. Like it was work. Like I wish I could have just woke up and the prayers was answered and I just woke up fine, but it wasn't like that. I had to put in the work to lose 180 kilograms. I had to put in the work to regrow the nerves in my leg. I had to put in the work to reverse heart issues. I had to put in the work to finally reverse hypertension that I've been suffering with since I was 23 in the military. I had to put in the work to deal with all the mental issues I was dealing with. Like I had to put in the work. I even had to put in the work to actually get the range of motion back in my spine. Like most people don't even realize I have 10 titanium screws on my back. I had to put in the work. Like I wish I would have been able to, I would have had the confidence to show you all that back then, but I didn't. Like at that time I was struggling, man. I was struggling to survive. Like it was, every day was life and death for me. And so like, because of that, like I wasn't able to record. I wasn't able to talk through it. Like I couldn't understand what I was doing. You're looking now 8 years later of that hard work, but even that hard work started like 4 years prior when I first started detoxing off of chemicals and heavy metals. And it's so deep, man. Like I'm telling you, I lived probably 15, 20 lives this one life. And like, so, but this time, like I'm in a place where I'm blessed and I feel blessed because I'm in a place where I'm at a stable place to where my stability is about continued growth. Like most people, when we hear stable, we think flat surface, stable grounding, but my stability is more like an incline of steps going up and up and up. So like for me, I can talk about these things as I'm going through them. I can take you along my journey as I'm going through this seasonal depression for me. I'm going to actually take you through each day and what it means to me. And I'm going to do an emotional clearing with you. And that way you can see like, oh, this is what he's talking about when he's talking about emotional clearing. And I'm going to walk through that with you. And I'm just be honest with you. You're going to hear everything. Like I'm going to walk you through each and every day of that, of this, each birthday that represents someone. I'm going to walk you through and it's going to end with Cece. And, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting ride, and but more than anything, I hope that me showing this vulnerability, me sharing my true experiences, what I did to help heal, I hope it can just help someone. If it can inspire someone to know, like, hey man, there's hope out there. That's all I want. Like, I don't. So many of us just giving up in life, and like I'm telling you, man, this life is so freaking amazing. So there's such great people out here, man. I just met some great people today when I was going looking for a hard drive out here in CBD. Like, it's some great people out here, man. And I'm telling you, once we get out of this fear mode, we change the way we're thinking, we can just ease some of this depression. I'm telling you, man, like, people will start seeing the world that I see. Like, it's a very beautiful place. And I get when people are like, be careful, it's dangerous, and people don't have much hope in the future. You gotta remember, you're looking at a dude that was ready to kill himself at one point. I was suicidal. And I don't say that as a joke, and I don't say that lightly. I was willing to give up this precious jewel that I have of life. And I'm telling you right now, man, like, every damn day I want to be a happier and happier person. And I want to inspire you to be happier too, because once you start going to the side of happiness, a lot of the stuff that really bothers you in the world don't exist anymore. You stop caring about it because you really stop seeing it, because you just start seeing good, happy people. And I just really want to share that with you. And so that's it for today. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so you can see updated videos like this daily. And at starting July 27th, you can actually go through. I'm gonna have that as a separate playlist, and I'm going to walk you through my season of depression. And also, if you want to know some detoxing techniques that you can use, just just leave a message down in the comments. And what I'll do, I'll reach back out to you, and then we can. I will get a digital PDF, digital download for you. That way, you can just go look at it on your phone while you're walking or doing anything. And most importantly, just remember this: I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.